If you are a runner, there are certain exercises you can do that will improve your speed, your endurance, your longevity, a lot of stuff that you might not realize. And our exercise expert is here to run through some of those moves. Joe is here, and we were talking during the break, a lot of the stuff you may have learned when you were in high school or whatever to improve your running time, not the best thing to do.
There's a lot of bad habits that people do, such as static stretching. It's the way runners have been taught for years. You know, you throw your leg in the bumper of the car up on the trunk and you kind of hang out there and you stretch that muscle for 20, 30, 40 seconds. And it actually slows you down. When you're running, you want the ability to react to the ground very quickly, to directional changes. So we need to do things that are more dynamic in nature rather than being static and really slowing us down. So a very simple move is an example of a dynamic exercise is a lunge.
Okay.
We're going to step forward and I want to reach across your body.
Okay.
And then
With
step
the
right back
opposite
up with the opposite hand. So it's rotation. You're going to step back and you're going to go right into it again.
With the opposite leg?
If you have good timing, if you're coordinated, many people aren't enough. So it's all about progression.
Okay.
So just lunge and reach, come back, lunge and reach, come back, and as you get really tricky and feel a little cocky about what you're doing, then you can start to throw the alternating right there.
So
it's really kind of gets the muscles fired up so that they can react quickly.
And how long do you do this first stretch?
It's a warm-up, so there's not a very specific guideline, just warm-up.
Okay.
A big part of the warm-up is to get the body physically warmer. We want our core temperature warmer. We want our joints and our muscles to get warmer, so there's lubrication to protect us, blood pressure, heart rate, all these great things we want to get out of a warm-up. It's very subjective. I'd say if we had to give a basic guideline, a minute to 3 minutes of doing exercises like this.
And you can already feel your heart rate coming up, and your muscles are warming up rather than just putting it over on the car door and stretching out for a little bit.
That's what we want if we're going to run. We want to get everything working together, and that's the whole goal of a warm-up is to prevent injury, to improve performance.
Okay.
So we're getting these dynamic athletic sort of movements involved, which are the same thing we're going to be doing running.
Gotcha.
So it's not to that extreme degree.
So we've warmed up, and now what do we have to do next?
Well, what we really want to do is we want to take running exercise off of the track or off of the street, because a lot of runners run for exercise, but they rarely exercise to run well. And running is all about timing. And if you ever walk and pay attention to how you walk, you step forward with one leg, your other arm swings forward, and vice versa. So we have this repetitive sequence of things happening. So this side of our back and this side of our hips and glutes work together. You have people go into a gym and they do squats where both sides of their glutes are working together, and they do pull downs where both sides of their back are working together. We want to shift this up a little bit and make our back and our opposite hip work together a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to grab this band and have you be my guinea pig.
Yes.
So if you could put one leg up on the bench for support, and if you don't have a bench, you can use a chair. And if you don't have
the back leg, is that what we're doing?
Whichever leg you're doing, we're going to use the opposite arm to row with, because now this hip on this side is working.
So people can see.
There we go. So I want you to squat down with this front leg, and as you do want to reach out, and as you stand up, I want to row in towards your rib cage.
Okay.
So we're really kind of working on timing, the strength of both your shoulder and back and the opposite hip.
Now, what does this do for your stride when you're running?
It makes you more efficient in producing force forward. If you ever see runners, I live in a neighborhood where people are running all over the place. I can't drive through my neighborhood sometimes. And there's so many different kinds of runners that you see them kind of wobbling, twisting.
Yeah, their strides are all different.
This allows you to produce force forward.
Okay.
So you're not wasting energy running in directions you're not trying to run.
And how many of these should you do real quick?
Because if we're talking about distance runners, we want to get high repetitions. So 15, 20, even 25 reps, switch sides, and repeat. So this is a great exercise for in the gym.
Okay, and then real quick, what is this guy? I'm told it's torture if you've never done it before.
It's stretching meets torture. IT bands are a big issue for runners. Outside of the leg, they really get a lot of pain and aches and breaks right there. So what we need to do is lay on the floor and use it almost like a rolling pin. We place that outside part of our leg on the roll, and we gently lower ourselves down. If you just dive bomb onto this roll, you might hurt very bad. And you're going to look for these trigger points where you find tension, soreness, tightness.
Okay.
And if you find one, you just want to hang on to it for 20 to 30 seconds. It will dissipate. Your muscles will feel better. It will restore normal resting length.
And that really stretches that muscle out.
It becomes a stretch. It becomes massage. It's self-inflicted torture, as we said.
Self-inflicted torture. You heard it here first.